Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. This is Ken, and you're watching Ken's Cuts. Thanks so much for stopping by. On this edition, we're actually headed off on another road trip. This is our third road trip in about 4 weeks, and we're headed 2.5 hours south to the state of Maryland to join a few of my fellow woodhounds. They're hosting a little open house. Two of the guys, one lives in Pennsylvania, one lives in Maryland. They both have YouTube channels. I'm not going to say any more than that, but they want to do a collaboration and pair up their equipment and see how the production fares with their new toys. And they invited a few of us from the Northeast region to swing by and hang out with them for a couple of hours. It's Saturday morning about 7:30. It's a balmy 22 degrees. I want to say happy New Year to everyone. It's the first Saturday of January. Mother Nature's bringing a winter storm to us later today. We got a little dusting overnight, and it's still here obviously at 22 degrees. It's not melting, but we're gonna jump in the SUV. I'm flying solo. There's no AXIS behind me today. The last couple road trips we had the AXIS in tow, helping out friends and coworkers splitting firewood, but today I'm just taking my muffs and a pair of gloves, and we're going to go hang out for a few hours with the guys. This woodhound community is amazing, and I'm just heading down there to support them and hang out, and we'll see what we can make of the day. It's going to be a blustery day, so I've got the Saramonic with the fuzzy windscreen on. Hopefully the audio is okay here this morning. The Highlander's warming up. We're gonna stop at the corner for some fuel, and we'll get back to you in about 2.5 hours. See you then. Thanks. Only in Maryland. Horseback riders. All right, guys, we made it to the final destination. We are in Sparks, Maryland, and it's cold. It's 29 degrees. The wind chill's about 10. I did not expect to have to wear these Carhartt bibs. The coveralls, I should say. My collar's turned inside out, but whatever. Just wanted to touch base with you guys and let you know where we are. If those of you that follow the woodhound community on YouTube, the home of Camp's Corner is where we are. Garrett is here with a new conveyor that he purchased recently that he wants to demonstrate for us. And another YouTuber and a dear friend of mine, Will Walcott from Walcott Family Works, brought a brand new Eastonmade 1222 with a pizza box wedge on it. And they want to see how the two of these are going to do paired up. Garrett's got a homemade 4-way log splitter that doesn't really produce the volume, and Will wanted to try out his machine with that conveyor and see how they do. So I'm going to flip the camera around here and show you Garrett's little homestead here that he's got, and show you what he's got for sale. So hold on for a sec. So here's the entrance to Garrett's farm. He's got his firewood flag and a $40 rack and some bags of kindling and bags of firewood, and looking quite festive. He's got a snowman out here with his old Farmall tractor. That's an oldie but a goodie. He's got it decorated with Christmas lights. Looking very festive. $40 racks of all oak, and pay box over there on the side. $5 bundles and bags of kindling and firewood. What a steal for $5. There's his barn. There's his house. My white SUV's down there by the house. Will's truck is here, backed in. And then over here is Garrett's wood yard. They got the machines warmed up. They're just starting to split. But I just wanted to show you what we got going on. Garrett's horse trailer's back there in the corner. He's got some totes, some kindling stacked up. He's got some of forklift bags here with wood seasoning. A couple of implements here that he's got for his tractor. He's got his grapple, he's got his bucket, and then he's got his hitch receiver plate that he actually built for one of the other visitors that's here. And we'll show you who that is in just a minute. Stick around. There's the infamous RK tractor that you guys have seen on my videos at the H.O.P.E event. Garrett's always been a lifesaver with that tractor. He's got a homemade receiver bar that he mounted. He actually built this himself. He's got some piles of wood stacked up here. He's got wood in the round. All of these are his offcuts and cookies. It would make awesome boiler wood for somebody. To him, that's junk, it's waste. But anybody with a boiler could appreciate that stuff. So, let's pan around here, show you what we got going on. There's Will Walcott on the left. Feeding the conveyor is Jack from Log Cabin Firewood. Jack's dad came along for the ride. He's up here visiting from South Carolina. He's the guy in the Carhartt jacket. And Garrett went to go plug in the pot of chili. So he'll be back to us here in a minute. But Garrett put together a stack of beautiful oak here. Some red oak. It's like some chestnut oak. And they're going to run this thing through the conveyor and see how it does. Woo! There's Jack. That pizza box wedge is going to make some beautiful, beautiful firewood, as you can see. That thing is cranking out the wood. And this is what Garrett wanted to see, how it would do loading up the conveyor. This little gas engine's like 170 cc's, and it's literally running at an idle. Chain drive. This is a range road. I believe it's a 503 conveyor. It's about 18 feet. Chain drive with cleats every foot or so. They just started here this morning, guys, and look at this pile of wood already. He's cranking out the oak. So guys, we've been running about 45 minutes, if that. We ran the pizza box wedge, and then they stopped the machine. And they switched over to a 6-way. I'm going to show you that here in a second. But this little gas engine is just sitting here at an idle. 179 cc's, literally just idling away, running the conveyor. And this oak is like non-stop coming off this. 1222. They switched over to the 6-way wedge. I didn't get it on film, but we just pushed a 30-inch round through there. Of course, there was a few re-splits involved. That's a few is an understatement. Or quite a few re-splits. Some of these rounds are like 20 inches. And with the 6-way, it's got no trouble pushing that stuff through there. Ken and Danny just arrived from York Firewood. They live about a half an hour from here, just across the border. Danny's loving feeding that conveyor. Good job, Danny. Garrett's definitely getting the taste of orange and blue. Over here is his homemade log splitter that he bought from a neighbor nearby. This guy built them in his garage. Garrett's got a 4-way. And he's done videos on his channel, Pam's Corner, on YouTube, running oak and stuff through his machine on this conveyor. But they really wanted to put it through its paces here. The 6-way's making some beautiful splits. Alright guys, just wanted to do a quick closing. I went to do the exit interviews with Garrett and Will on the way out, and my phone was so cold it had shut off. So I'm back in the car, got the phone on charge, and just wanted to make a few closing comments. It was a blast with Garrett and Will and Jack and his father and Ken and Danny from York Firewood. We did about 2.5 hours of splitting. I'll share a couple photos of the wood pile that we created. We messed around with the pizza box wedge, then we put on the 6-way. Jack actually brought his tall 4-way from his 916, and it's great to know that the entire Eastonmade lineup can share wedges. They're totally interchangeable between 916 and 1222, as well as going to, say, a 24D. Those wedges are all interchangeable, which is really a bonus. Kudos to Andrew and the team for those designs. But it was quite cold. Like I said, we did about 2.5 hours, and we finished up around 1:30. And the wind chill was about 10 degrees Fahrenheit. Temperature was about 28. And alright guys, so I just had to stop the camera. I was doing my exit comments, and the clown next to me pulled in at the rest stop and opened his door and promptly slammed into my mirror with his door and didn't even apologize. What a jerk. Anyway, thanks a lot guys for watching till the end, and if you like this kind of stuff, please like and subscribe, share with your friends, and until next time, get outside, get cutting. Happy New Year, and we'll catch you next Sunday. Take care everybody. Have a good week.